Dear students, next chapter in history is chapter 11, the Iron Age civilization. Earlier you have studied about Copper Age, that was known as Chalcolithic Age, when the man found copper. After that, Bronze Age was started. Bronze is the metal which is the mixture of copper and tin. Afterwards, iron metal was found. When iron metal was found, that particular period is named as the Iron Age civilization. So after the Bronze Age civilization, Iron Age civilization had been begun. With the discovery of iron, many new tools and stronger tools like sickle, shovel, spades, axe, saw, nails started manufacturing, and they helped in the variety of occupations. For example, axe helped in the clearing of jungles, which led to large scale cultivation and farming, and ultimately it increased in the number of cities and towns, and those cities and towns became the center of trade, and therefore civilizations had been begun. Even the barter system means exchange of things. Barter system was end, and people started using the currency. In this age, people made painted grey ware. Ware means utensils, vessels. Grey they made with the heat, and after heating they used to paint them with the black designs. So it refers to the ceramics क्या होते हैं? The vessels which are made up of clay, and they are hardened by heat, and afterwards they are fired grey and paint with black designs. The greatest achievement of Iron Age was in the field of literature. They wrote great poems, dramas, grammar, and history. And writing was not only to keep the records, but it was the medium of communication. The great thinkers at that period, they wrote about the injustice which was prevailing in the society. So many civilizations developed at that time, like Greek civilization, Roman civilization, and Iranian civilization. Let's have a look on these civilizations. The Greek people worshipped many gods and goddesses, and supreme god was Zeus, and their occupation was agriculture, shipbuilding, trading, sculpting. Sculpting means the work of sculpture, means art to make idols, statues, and pottery. And they had invented circumference of earth. They calculated the circumference of earth, and they drew the maps of world. Even the Olympics games first of all were started in Greece. On the other hand, Roman civilization, they worship gods, goddesses Vesta and Venus, and gods Jupiter, Mars, Mercury, and Juno. Their occupations were agriculture, trading, and fighting. They had inventions like concrete, water system, roads. They have given the month's name in Latin language, and they had made their own Roman laws. Iranian people worshipped god Indra, Vayu, Mitru, fire, and Zoroastrianism. Their occupations were trading, shipbuilding, crafts, weaving, pottery, metalwork, and gem cutting. They had invented Aramaic script, and decoration of palaces with gold, silver, precious stones were done by the Iranians. Now let's talk about the very important civilization of Indian history, that is Vedic civilization. This period is known as Vedic civilization, as Vedas were written during this period. So Vedic period is divided into two parts, that is early Vedic period and later Vedic period. In early Vedic period, Rig Veda was written, as Rig Veda provides us information about this period, and later Vedic periods information we get from the other Vedas, that are Yajur Veda, Samveda, Earth Veda. Rig Veda is the oldest Ved which was composed near about 3500 years ago. Let's see what was the political condition at that time. In early Vedic period, there were no capitals or palaces and armies, and Raja did not collect any taxes, and kingship was not hereditary. But in the later Vedic periods, many small and big kingdoms were emerged, and kingship became hereditary. The king of small kingdom was known as Raja, and the king of large kingdom was known as Samrat. There were other people who used to assist the king, like priest, mantri, senani, who was commander in chief of army, and head of the village Gramini. Social condition of Vedic civilization. In the society, family was the basic unit, and the eldest male member was used to be the head of the joint family. And women had a great respect. They were educated, and participation of wife was essential in the religious ceremonies. And there were no any social evils like sati pratha and child marriages. But in later Vedic periods, all these social evils were started, and women status had been declined. The society was divided into four varnas. Varnas means castes, like Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, and Shudras. Brahmins look after the religious matters. Kshatriyas protected the people from internal or all external harm. The Vaishyas were the cultivators or craftsmen. Shudras were the laborers. And in early Vedic period, these varnas means these castes had the freedom to marry or change their occupation and change their caste. But in later Vedic period, the varna system became very hereditary, and it became very rigid. No one can change the occupation or the varna. Upanishads divided the man's life into four ashrams, and 25 years of each. A man had to spend first 25 years of life in a gurukul, where he learnt the art of life, how to spend the life. He learnt in first 25 years. This stage is known as brahmacharya ashram. The second stage of 25 years is known as grihastha ashram, when a man worked hard and got married and raised a family. And third stage is vanaprastha ashram, when the man retired from his family and goes to forest to meditate. The last stage is known as sannyas ashram. In this age, in this ashram, he lived a life of complete detachment from the materialistic things, from the world, and spent his time in preaching only. Let's see the occupations of that period. Agriculture was the main occupation, and people used to grow various type of crops and domesticated the animals like cows, bulls, and sheep. Except of agriculture, people had other occupations also like pottery, weaving, carpentry, jewelry making, and many more. Religions. People used to worship various types of gods. Indra was worshipped as the god of thunder, Vayu as the god of wind, Prithvi as the god of earth, Agni as the god of fire, and Surya the god of sun. And people used to offer milk, ghee, grains, and flesh at the time of sacrifices during yajnas. In later Vedic period, we saw the birth of Brahmanism and Hinduism, means people started following Brahmanism and Hinduism. Let's have a look on the achievements of Vedic civilization. The Vedic literature throws the light on the achievements of Aryans in the field of science. The Aryans knew the use of iron. They made stronger tools and weapons using iron, like axe, spade, and many more. Mathematics was known as Ganita. It included arithmetic, geometry, and algebra. The Vedic people had a great knowledge of mathematics, and they calculated the large numbers with the knowledge of zero. They also knew the decimal system, cube roots, square roots, under roots, and astronomy was their favorite subject. They studied the movements of heavenly bodies. They knew about the movements of the earth on its own axis around the sun, and the movement of moon around the earth. They could foretell solar and lunar eclipses even. The Vedic literature proves that the Vedic civilization was quite advanced. People led a very happy and simple life. They wear the clothes made up of cotton, wool and skin of animals. Even they used to wear the ornaments. They played many musical instruments like flute, drums, and harp. They were fond of chariot racing and dancing too. So ultimately, as a whole, we could see that the Vedic civilization was quite advanced and well developed civilization. So that's the chapter about. Thank you.